One of the most useful and complex indicators. Today we have our 7th lesson on Ichimoku. Hey guys, welcome to MB.Cryptocurrency. My name is Nima, and in this video we're going to talk about a little bit of the basics of Ichimoku, about the parameters it have, the numbers, and in this video we're not going to talk about any strategy, and the reason is because I already made 6 videos about it, which I'll make more videos in future as well. But at first, if I really want to talk about how's the numbers being calculated in Ichimoku and each line, what are they representing, majority of people get panicked because it's a little bit too hard. I just want to make sure that at first you learn some tricks about Ichimoku. You can use it simply without understanding of what Ichimoku is, what are the numbers, what are the lines, and just make it simple as possible. In this video, we're just going to talk about each lines, not in depth, but how they can get calculated. So if you already know about Ichimoku, about the little basics of it, this video is not for you. Make sure you watch the upcoming videos, and also I've already made 6 strategy that you can currently watch on my YouTube channel. So let's get into it. So the first line that we are going to talk about is conversion line, which if you put on inputs, you can say conversion line length is 9. What is it saying is it does check in the last 9 candles, which is 9 bars. See if you can see 9 bars. It will check the highest and the lowest. I think it was this one, yep. Highest and lowest, let me turn on the magnet. Highest and lowest of the price in the last 9 candles, and then in averages, and it shows you currently in this candle the conversion line is here. It's not same as a moving average, because moving average you check as a closing of the candles of the 9 candles, and then you average it. This one, it just purely care about the highest and the lowest, doesn't really care about the closing on each candle, and they're not average about each candle. So there's a little difference between the moving averages and conversion line or baseline or any other lines in Ichimoku. The next line, which is the ideology same as conversion line, is baseline, but in this one, as you can see, the input is 26, which you can change it as well. It depends on strategy, but purely we got to focus on how they get calculated. So this one, instead of the 9 candles, it checked 26 candles, which is in here, which I assume the lowest will be here, yep, and the highest will be here. And as you can see, because it did not change when it was on the conversion line, the lowest was here and highest wouldn't change, but it changed a little, and that's why we can see the conversion line is really close to the baseline as well, and this matters. And that's how the baseline gets measured as well. Same as the conversion, they got an average of average of lowest and the highest 26 candles. So that's how it gets measured. So far it's really simple. Next one is a lagging span, which is a lagging indicator, which it lags 26 candles behind. And what it does show, it's the closing price of each candles. For example, let me change the candles to the lines, and as you can see, these two are really like identical, exactly identical, but it's just 26 candles behind, and that's why they call it as a lagging span, right? So that's part as well. Let me change it back to the candles. The next part that I'm going to talk about, before I explain what are the leading span A or leading span B are, I just want to talk about, the background, which is a cloud itself. So we have a 2 line, which I'll explain shortly, which is leading span A and leading span B. Whenever the leading span A is above leading span B, leading span A is above leading span B, the cloud is green. So leading span A is above leading span B. Whenever the leading span A is below the leading span B, the cloud is red. And that's how simply they calculate the cloud. right? I'm just going to talk about shortly about the cloud. We understand how the cloud gets formed, and it's a leading indicator because at the moment currently the price is in here, but the cloud showing what's going to happen 26 candle forward, and you can make strategy depends on your understanding on Ichimoku. So this is the leading indicators, the cloud and the leading spans. But now we understand the cloud. Let's talk about leading span B first, because we already talked about conversion line and the baseline. It's really the same, but instead of 29 for conversion line or baseline 26, we're looking for 52 candles. So last 52 candles, 52. That's it. The highest and the lowest, the lowest and the highest is here. So it should be somewhere around here, but as we spoke, it's gotta show it, but instead of showing exactly right here, let me have a brush. Instead of showing right exactly here, it shows 26 candle in front because it's gonna work as a leading indicator. We're not gonna talk about ideology of how the person created Ichimoku came up with the idea, but we just want to understand how these lines are getting formed, right? That's leading span B. What the leading span A is, it's very simple as well. It is the average of baseline and conversion line. So it just adds baseline plus conversion line, then it makes average, right? As you can see between these two, the average is here, but again, it is a leading indicator. So it shows 26 candles in front in order to form the cloud itself, right? So this is really simple as well. You average the baseline and conversion line, and it shows it 26 candles in front. And then when you understand the leading span A and leading span B, then you have a cloud as well. I just tried to make it as simple as possible. If you have any question, write down in the comment section. I had to make this video in order to give a little explanation of how you can understand the cloud, how this line gets formed, how it gets calculated, and what are the difference between, for example, conversion line, baseline, and moving averages, because they are not the same. Moving averages calculated the closing candles of, for example, 9 or 26. This one, you just see what is the highest and the lowest number of the price in the last 9 or 26 candle before. So yeah, I would appreciate if you to like and subscribe, tell your friend, and press the bell notification as well. And as I said, if you have any questions, write in the comment section. Thank you.